Hello. Hello. Do-do-do. Sunday morning live stream. Sunday afternoon live stream. The Mastodon. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday afternoon live stream. I got package. Used some eBay bucks that I had. So I'm eager to take a look at those. Open the nose up. And I went to Ollie's the other day. I was actually looking for something else, but Bub had me thinking about local Ollie's and this kind of stuff. Now, I'm not a big Superman fan, but it was kind of cool. This one's kind of cool for your eyes only. I've seen the movie adaptations. Uh, I like that indica. You see, I went ahead and pre-opened these, um, so to make it easier, and I picked up one of the X-Men 5 packs. I agree with Bob that there's not as much bang for your buck in the X-Men or the Marvel ones. There's only this was $4.99, so it was $1 a book. Whereas this pack, Comic Super Value, it says a $20 value. It's to be decided. ND Comics. I'm pretty sure that's New Dimension in Pittsburgh. So interesting that we would find these at Ollie's. But maybe that's just them unloading. Um, so I have those to show you. And a Facebook market sale. Um, just met up with this guy before lunch. Local guy to me, actually. And I got these for right around $3 a book. There's a couple in there that are more than $3 a book. So that I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera because you're more interested in the books than the Mastodon's ugly mug. And I'm going to show the pops that I picked up at Books A Million. So that's the 3 I got. I was looking for this one. I tried to find it at Books A Million the last time I was there, and they didn't have any. So I was fortunate enough to look. When I looked online, this one was going. The cheapest I saw it was $23 on Amazon, and eBay was even worse. But I got this for right around $9. So I'm very happy about that. I'm an HP Lovecraft fan. So and this thing's pretty heavy. But that's a BAM exclusive. Um, Not familiar with Books a Million or BAM. It is a bookstore chain, much like Borders. So Cthulhu, Master of. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even going to attempt it. The monster lies dead, but dreaming in the city of. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt it. A place of non-Euclidean madness presently, and mercifully sunken below the depths of the Pacific Ocean. Imprisoned beneath the sea, he awaits the return. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool Cthulhu pop. Um, Happens to be one of my favorite Metallica songs. Yeah. Then I grabbed this. They were doing sales. Buy two get the third free. So Beast is my favorite X-Man, and I decided to grab that one. That's the 80th anniversary one with the X-Men #1 on the back. It's pretty sweet. Hello, Chad Fisher. How are you? Happy Sunday, man. I usually do these uh, my Sunday stream. It's usually a Sunday morning stream, but it was rather busy this morning. So, um, and then I picked up Edgar Allan Poe. This is the 2019 Fall Convention limited edition exclusive, and I got that one for I think $10. So, be happy about that. And again, this is the 5-pack from Ollie's. So I'll pull them out of the bag. The first one is X-Men 66, which I believe this is the what they used to refer to as X-Men Volume 2. Back when it came out, this is the one that came out in the Jim Lee Claremont 91 series. I never had any that far up. Team America #9. Don't know a whole lot about Team America, other than one of the issues was one of my birthday books. All right, I got another New Mutants 100. This one's pretty nice shape. I dig it. If anybody's looking for any of these, really, uh, give me a shout on IG, and I will gladly send it your way. Orson Scott card, Red Prophet, Tales of Alvin Maker, collected edition. Never even heard of this, but interesting. That guy kind of looks like Steven Seagal. Oh, that's a wraparound. Nice. Very cool. Ooh, I dropped it. Very nice. Very nice art inside. Um, Artwork by Renato Arlem with Klebs Mara Jr. And of course, you saw earlier the Mike Mignola classic X-Men #64. So I like Mignola's art. So pretty cool. Um, Pretty sure that is Magic's uh, demon pal, whose name escapes me at the moment. Originally presented in Uncanny X-Men 160. Awesome. All right. Before I show the other ones, the next pack, I want to address this. I decided I was going to start writing down my monthly reads. So this is what I read uh, this month, this past month of January or of July, excuse me, past month of July. I read 44 issues, so that's not too bad. So New Mutants 45, Uncanny X-Men 266, the first appearance of Gambit, the second appearance of Gambit, which I never read the story. It was an interesting story. Detective Comics 475, that's the first appearance of the Jokerfish. Then Marvel graphic novel Super Boxers, which I did the review on. Made Up Zombie Clown Circus, which is a Source Point Press book. The Joker 80th anniversary special. Silver Star, the Jack Kirby story. I read all 6 issues in that from Pacific Coast Comics. And an interesting information about Silver Star is after the Captain Victory series, which was the first release. Mike Grell was actually the first to sign with Pacific Coast for Star Slayer, and but they're due to complications with the delay and all that stuff. Hello, Boatrate. How are you, sir? Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. But due to the complications and so forth, they Star Slayer was delayed, and Jack Kirby stuff was, which I find more a stronger thing to start with, considering Jack's stature within the industry. It's a good place to start for a small indie company who originally they were formed by 2 brothers in their basement or their garage or whatever, and they were both young teenagers, as a way to distribute, and they opened their own stores, and they had a nice chain of stores. And they eventually in 1980, 81, they started to get into publishing. And that's where the deal with Mike Grell and Jack Kirby came in. Later, they asked Kirby if he had any other stories in mind, and Silver Star was what he provided. 6 issues. And then I read The Mutant Massacre, which is a great story that was very sad, really very violent. So I read, and I marked each individual issue in it. Then I walked through Hell 12, so I finally finished that. If you get the chance, from Aftershock Comics, Garth Ennis, definitely check it out. It's a great story, 12-issue series. Then I got caught up on Die, 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 Dark Red, and I read Devil Dinosaur, which is a 9-issue. That's very definitely geared towards kids, as I'm sure Jack intended it in the late 70s when he came back to Marvel. He was probably looking for something to reintroduce to kids. And It was an interesting read, I will say. And Die number 10 in between. Gideon Falls 22 and 23. Die 11. Dark Red number 10, which now I didn't realize was the last issue of that series, which is also another um, Aftershock Comics book. And then Space Riders number 1 and 2. The art on that is unbelievable. I really liked it. The colors, um, and I guess that's volume 3. Uh, it's an original book that came from Black Mask Studios, and I was looking up prices on that volume 1, and wow, I'm not touching that one. But so I'm going to do the same thing from here on out. I'm going to write down and see if I can read more and more uh, each month. Um, because if you have seen this shelving unit behind me, uh, I I have a lot. I have a lot to read, and I also have a lot of trades to read. I have 2.5 shelves on a bookcase over here, and I've only read a shelf and a half, we'll say. Um, but anyway, you saw this one. This is Superman Man of Steel number 8. Louise Simonson, Dwyer, and Jenke. He's Blockhouse. She's Jolt. Together, they're murder. So interesting. But yeah, that's a pretty cool cover. Bogdanov and Jenke. Nice Smash TV ad on the back. Archie, which I don't have. April O'Neil. This is something that my wife would probably be interested in. I think it's kind of neat. Number 3, Archie TMNT presents April O'Neil, part 3 of 3, the May East Saga. Bob Fingerman on the art. There's the 4 turtles that we know. Next is Generation X 96. This is one of the annuals, all new X-Men special event, um, which so far I haven't. The New Mutants 100 was the only one that I already have. That's a wraparound cover. Beautiful, beautiful book. This is my buddy Chamber, one of my favorite members of Generation X. And this almost looks like Sunspot, but Red Sonja number 0. Amy Chu, Carlos Gomez. Look at that. Look at that. Fantastic. That's fantastic art. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not just saying that because it's Red Sonja. That's 25 center. That's kind of cool. Again, if anybody is looking for any of these books, give me a shout. Here we have some more indie. I don't know what this is. This is Korean, I'm assuming, is what that's saying. Number 12. Um, 25. Interesting. 12 of the. Oh, that's cool. the publisher is. The publisher is Penny Farthing Press. Interesting. Captain Gravity, One True Hero. That's a one shot. Looks interesting. I'm gonna say from Penny Farthing Press. Cool, cool. Action Lab, which is another um, good indie publisher. They do some pretty interesting stuff. Uh, Vamplets, The Undead Pet Society. That's interesting. That's something I might be able to get to the girls. That's a number one. So that's cool. Written by Jim Middleton. Art by Amanda Coronado. Colors by Laura Reed. And colored by Justin Burke. Cool. Boom Studios, The Woods, number 4. That's a cool cover. Our friend James Tinian, the fourth. Michael Dialynis, Josen Gonzalez. That looks kind of interesting. Ooh, a little bit of Valiant goodness. Harbinger, number 25. So that's cool. This is OG Valiant. And of course, at the beginning, For Your Eyes Only. Good stuff. All right. Let's see. What have I been watching lately? We have been watching the Scooby Doo stuff. Um, I think we're going to try to squeeze Scoob in at some time since the wife picked that up the other day. And Sense8, which is a Netflix original show. I'm enjoying it, although I don't understand why it got cut short. In a way, I can kind of understand. But you know, there's certain elements of it that's interesting. I've never seen that before. So they're packed in a box and then put in the priority mail USPS with the packing peanuts, which I just recently saw a short where Porcupine is a new student at a school, and he's not very well liked. He keeps screwing up, and at the end of it, they get him gift him a box of or her a box of packing peanuts, and they put it on his. It's not a porcupine; it's a hedgehog. They put it on the spikes and hug him. I thought that was kind of cute, but that's a very decent use of packing peanuts. So um, that's kind of cool. You had some extra protection. It's a nice box. This is the box. That's definitely something I will be keeping. It'll be good for like if you're going to cons or something. Well, that's the packing slip. I don't understand what this is. S Comics. lot of Adventures into the Unknown and Unknown Worlds. All 100, all 12 cents. Okay. There was something else in this box at one point, so that's kind of cool. When I first opened that up, I thought it said S commies. Oh no, who did I buy this from? Anyway, but no, it says S comics. So, how's everybody doing? Um, Hope your weekend is going well. Apparently, there's more tape. I need to look at the whole thing. See, I should have cracked this open first. But anyway, Sense8, it's very, I don't know, it's weird, but it's not a weird that turned me away. I thought it was a good so far. It's got me hooked. Um, I'm kind of glad that it is only 2 seasons. Um, then it won't pick up the entire. Oh yeah, yeah, big bubble wrap. And I like this. He had the on top of it, and it had a nice little handle. So thank you, sir. Thank you very much. But I saw this lot. It's really nice shape. I saw this lot on eBay, and I was watching it, and I had uh, almost $18 in eBay bucks, and this covered their asking price and the shipping. I paid a total of 87 cents. So for me, score. But then again, how much money did I spend getting to that $18? Um, hey, now I have some gorgeous Doc Savage magazines. Beautiful, beautiful books. I guess this was eight eight issues in this, so it'll be very easy to collect. Um, and now that I've forayed into the the realm of magazines, which I'm going to have to get some more magazine boxes. That's the nature of the beast, I suppose. Um, so that was my pickups from eBay. Issue one. I see this and this one here a lot on Instagram. People have graded copies of this. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. I thought about throwing down on a Golden Age Captain Midnight, and I decided not to. I don't want to go too far into the Golden Age just yet, especially since my wife and I just bought a new vehicle. So we are going to be in debt for the next 5 to 6 years. I don't plan on letting it go 6 years, but see what happens. But yeah, back to Sense8. Um, I wouldn't really call them some controversies within it. Some people might not appreciate. I didn't have a problem with anything, and it wasn't really I wouldn't say that it was addressed. Sometimes when you bring attention to certain things, like um, LeFou in the Beauty and the Beast uh, live action, uh, they addressed that he was gay, and it's like, your point. Why does someone's sexuality have to matter? So it was for Sense8. There was elements that were part of the story that weren't blatantly pointed out, and so it's like it's part of the story. Just you know, um, so I thought it was a very well done show. Um, it's a shame that it got cut short, but you get a better idea of these characters, the way it was presented in that show, and I thoroughly I've been enjoying it. So if you get a chance, again, it's a Netflix original. If you have Netflix, check it out. Sense8. It's about a group of people that have this eighth sense, and they're kind of connected to each other. Um, and it's global. They're from all over the world. It's a really, really cool show. But I just recently picked up issue 1 of this series, Amazing High Adventure, written by Bill Mantlo, Alan Zelenitz, Steve Perry, probably not that Steve Perry, artists John Bolton, John Severin, and Steve Bissette. So when I saw this post in the Facebook Marketplace, I was like, ooh, and that guy's close. So awesome. So I grabbed issues 4 and 5, and I don't think this goes too many issues beyond 5 issues. This is I'm glad to grab this. Um, glad to see this. And he said, I've never heard of some of those. And I told him that I just recently picked up issue 1. And again, like I said, I don't collect. Well, I'll show you this first. Marvel X and Marvel Encyclopedia X-Men 2, which I've seen this before. Um, very, very cool reference guide for the X-Men. Got a lot of those OG characters. There's Mr. Thunderbird, Phoenix Force, Changeling. So that's kind of cool. We got all those characters. Longshot, Marrow. There's another Thunderbird. Cable. Ooh, nice. Giant size X-Men Annual number 3. Um, Ed. There's giant size number 4. So that's kind of cool. That's cool that they did that. So this actually is kind of a comic book snippets in it from some of the books. A comprehensive guide to the X-Men featuring Adamantium, Archangel, Beast, and a cast of all the others, plus 2 classic X-Men tales and bonus pinup. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Glad to add that to my collection. But as I had started to previously say, I don't collect this series, but again, the Nam. I've heard other people talk about this. John Beatty covers. So it's issue 16, issue 17, and issue 28, which that's a really cool cover. I like that. Sad Sack, classic Harvey stuff, 12 center. Um, I thought it was cool. Um, not cool, but I told him it hurt my heart a little bit. Uh, he said that the unfortunate thing was that the people that he got them from were going to throw them in the trash. So I'm going to shout the seller out. And his name is Mike Keller, and I want to thank him for saving these books from the landfill, because that's exactly where they would have ended up, and putting them out there for somebody, uh, for them to get to the proper homes. Sad Sack, I see a lot of these. Um, I don't know if Sad Sack is a in high demand, but I see a lot of them in like the dollar boxes and 50-cent boxes and stuff like that. Charlton, the Fighting Five. I've seen this one before, but I don't have any in my collection. I have some other Charltons from this era. Um, Master Serio. And this is a Silver Age Charlton. This is number 39, September 1966. Kind of a cool cover. The guy kind of reminds me of a certain G.I. Joe villain. Tales of the Marine Corps, Semper Fi. I'm starting to notice a theme. There's some military. That's kind of a cool cover. Marvel Comics, 88, April. Buck Rogers board game. I guess like anything else, that's an advertising gimmick. A lousy way to die. Very true. This is Andy Kubert. Michael Palladino. I don't know if that's Kubert on the cover. These next ones are the actual major reason, other than the Amazing High Adventure books. Sergeant Rock, beautiful Joe Kubert cover. Take that out so you can actually see the whole. Live once, die twice. You can see the guy's fallen from the tram, and he had a hold of him, and it looks like his shirt tore, fallen. That's kind of a shitty deal. But they're not in that bad shape. I didn't think. Created and written by Ron Kennedy. This one really got me. Black and red, man. It's beautiful, beautiful cover. Joe Kubert. Gone too soon, man. Classics Illustrated, which I do not have any of. Uh, I used to know some Neffs. Um, well, I don't. I still know them. I don't know if this is a relative, but Classics Illustrated number 51, The Spy by James Fenimore. So that's kind of cool, featuring stories of the world's greatest authors. Kind of a neat cover. August 1948. So there you go. A little bit of golden age. This next one is kind of in rough shape. That separated most of the way from the spine. Ripley's Believe It or Not, that's a Whitman book. True Ghost Stories, 20 Center. So we know that's from the 70s. Well, Whitman 73. Sorry about that. Bumping the camera around. This one is really nice, and it's intact. Ripley's Believe It or Not. That's a 15 center. 1971. True Ghost Stories. Weird, eerie, authentic. A watery grave. A ghostly cry as death tolls. Kind of a cool painted cover. And that's Gold Key. That old comic smell, man. Here we go with some more Charlton. Dudley Do Right. Frank Johnson cover. Special chin up, pin up, really tough look inside. Dudley Do Right. Anybody remember watching the old Dudley Do Right cartoons? And the last one, which is really the reason I was after, is issue 63. So glad to have that one. Um, Sergeant Fury's Howling Commandos. I don't know if this is Don Heck, maybe, or Dick Ayers. I would say Dick Ayers. Gary Friedrich, Dick Ayers, John Severin Inks. So that's my haul recently, and what's going on in my world. Um, and switch my camera back, and I'll do my sign off. So, uh, stay tuned. Eventually, I want to read this and do the review. Didn't get around to it this week. Reviewed last night, but I have 2 weeks to do it. So, but I want to thank everybody that stopped by. Everybody watches this on the rewind, and I hope the summer finds everybody well. Um, stay strong in this weird world that we find ourselves in. Stay safe, and we're all in this together. So in the meantime, keep collecting, keep reading, and keep sharing.